Hi, I'm Pete Giordano, and thanks in advance for spending so much of your valuable time with me. I am delighted and excited to share some of my thoughts on how the interplay between product and go-to-market impact growth for your startup. This presentation is part 6 of the 7-part series on go-to-market alignment. The focus for this presentation is the 5th and final alignment, channel model alignment. The final part 7 covers the interplay of the alignments and how to adjust your strategy when a change occurs. And if you haven't already done so, I highly recommend watching the introduction and the previous 4 alignments before continuing. They are as follows: market product alignment, market pricing alignment, product channel alignment, and market model alignment. Each part builds on the next, so it's important to view them in order. Let's get started with the final alignment, channel model alignment. And by model, we mean sales model. The key point here is that your model determines your channel. Remember from earlier that channels are already established, so you need to choose your channel based on the sales model you are using to reach your market. In order to do that, you need to understand the dynamics and the economics of each channel in relation to what you think your business model is. So for review, let's take another look at the model market alignment piece with the added detail of the B2B or business-to-business sales models on the left and the required ARPA or average revenue per account on the right. Here are some examples of enterprise B2B companies who employ each of the respective sales models. And you can guess at their average revenue per account just by looking at the logo. It scales logarithmically as well. For each of the different types of sales models, the cost to acquire a customer, or CAC, on the right increases logarithmically, mostly due to sales friction. Sales friction occurs due to the price, complexity of sale, pilots, POCs or proofs of concept, legal, and other issues related to the buyers, where budget is held, the decision makers, influencers, and so on. In order to manage the increasing sales friction and the cost of sale, or CAC, you must use the best channels to support good unit economics. So, what channel should you use? Let's review some of the common B2B channels once more. With these in mind, let's use an example to understand how a well-known company aligns their sales model to the channel. In this example, we'll look at Zendesk and their elite product priced at $199 per user per month, at least when this presentation was published. Zendesk's market is tens of thousands up to hundreds of thousands of customers. Given the size of the market, Zendesk implemented a light touch self-service model to sell their product. Zendesk also implemented an inside sales team for more complex deals. Given the low to no touch or self-service sales model with some inside sales support, Zendesk can take advantage of the channels with a lower CAC, cost to acquire the customer. In addition, Zendesk can take advantage of higher CAC channels, such as paid ads, events, etc., and the unit economics work because Zendesk has automated so much of the entire customer onboarding process. In addition, Zendesk provides rich self-service educational content for their customers, reducing the burden on the success team. As we covered channel model alignment, it's important to understand the red zone, the area between the higher end, higher cost sales model and the lower cost sales models. There are 2 cases to watch out for. The first is the case where the sales model and the channel you're using is far too expensive for the ARPA, or average revenue per account. The second case is where the average revenue per account is too high for the sales model and the channel. An example of the first case is a highly paid inside sales team with field account execs selling a $1,000 per year product. They are losing money on every deal. An example of the second case is trying to sell a $100,000 product via a banner ad. How many people do you know who will buy a $100,000 enterprise product simply because they saw a Facebook ad? The final note here is to understand the channel from your customer's point of view. What is the customer's internal buying process for your category of offering? What channels does your customer use to purchase products and services? Do you need to employ channel incentives with partners to help the sale? For example, a resale margin. Well, that's a wrap on part 6 of this 7-part series and the 5th and final alignment for your go-to-market strategy. Before I'd let you go, I'd love to challenge you again to the 72-hour rule. Put what you've learned to work within 3 days or risk losing it. And that's it. Thank you so much for following along this far and for spending so much of your valuable time with me. I really hope this was helpful. And please reach out to me with your feedback, thoughts, and questions. And be sure to check out the final part of the series on aligning product and go-to-market to unlock growth for your startup. Thank you, be well, and go start something.